Miles, it's an emergency. Where are you?
An emergency?
Where are you?
What do you mean? Where? I'm doing the shopping. You asked me to, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. But this is really bad. I just got a call from the place we're having our wedding at. They said my dress is ruined. It's all stained.
Huh? Your wedding dress? The one you're gonna wear tomorrow?
Yeah. I have to go over there right now to see what's going on. Oh my god. How could this happen?
How is that possible? Did the people there tell you what happened?
They don't know what happened. One of the staff members just happened to see it. It doesn't look like it happened today. And it's not a small mark either. It looks like someone spilled a huge amount of something on it. They don't even know what's on it.
It didn't happen today. Well, when did you take your dress over there?
Yesterday. It wasn't like I was storing it there for a long time. A lot of people have their wedding at this place, you know that. They said it would be fine to leave my dress there before the wedding. Oh, they were obviously wrong.
Do you have any idea what might have happened? Or better yet, who would have done it?
I have no idea. Well, I mean, unless it was my old boyfriend. But how would he know where my wedding dress was?
Don't you have a restraining order on him?
Yeah, that's why I don't think it would have been him. I haven't seen him around since I got the restraining order. And there's a rumor going around that he moved away.
Then how could this have happened without any of the staff knowing?
I don't know, but I'm on my way over there to find out right now. If I find out anything, I'll message you again.
What's up? Miles, it's been so long. Hello? Hey, message me back. Who is this? Do you want to know who? Look, I'm really busy for the next few days. If you need me to do something for you, I'll have to message you back when things have slowed down. If I told you I'm Blair, would you remember me then? Of all the people it could have been, it's you, huh? We were just talking about you. Look, I've got nothing I want to say to you. Goodbye. Hey, come on now. Don't be so rude. I just want to chat. What's the big deal? Hey, I told you, I'm not done talking to you. Don't ignore me. I got something I want to tell you. I've already told you, I'm really busy right now. Please, don't message me again. You wouldn't happen to be busy with a certain wedding dress incident, would you? Don't tell me you had anything to do with this. Oh, you wouldn't be that stupid, would you? No, I did it. Wait, hold on a second. You were the one who ruined the dress. Yeah, it was me. You two have your wedding tomorrow, right? You must have been really surprised, huh? What the heck is wrong with you? How could you even do this? You're not part of the wedding party. They should have never let you anywhere near the changing rooms. And more importantly, how did you even know where and when the wedding was? You're not stalking Cassidy, are you? You know she has a restraining order out on you, right? Well, what can I say? I was working there yesterday. I work at that place part-time. You work there. You have a part-time job at that place. Does that mean you quit your other job? Whatever. I don't even care. Cassidy has a restraining order on you. You can't go anywhere near her, even if you work there. Hold on. Just calm down. I didn't break the restraining order. I'm not stalking Cassidy, and I didn't go anywhere near her. If I told you this is all coincidence, would you believe me? That's quite a big coincidence, don't you think? But it's not out of the realm of possibility, and it did happen. Just because you haven't heard of something like it happening before doesn't mean it can't. Don't be so narrow-minded. We've been to that place so many times now to get everything planned, and we've never once seen you working there. Of course not. I don't do any of the bookings or anything like that. I just clean the place. Like I said, I'm part-time. You think the cleaners come in the middle of the day at the busiest time? Oh, You know they're gonna catch you, right? Huh? Why would you think so? Nobody saw me do it. But you can't purposely damage property and get away with it. It's just a little dirt on the dress. It's not like they can arrest me for it. Besides, it was a total accident. Are you being serious? Well, that's what I'll say. It was an accident. Accidents happen. There's nothing anyone can do about it. You're wrong. I think you're going to be in a lot of trouble for this. I think the only one in a lot of trouble is you. That thing you're marrying dumped me and got a restraining order put on me. That's what you want to marry? You think a woman like that's going to make you happy? No way. And then you guys go and choose the place I'm working at part-time to be where you have your wedding? Well, it looks like your wedding is canceled now, huh? Your bride doesn't have a dress. Boom. There's something I want to ask you, though. You think I did a good job? I think I did a real good job with it. Hey, come on. Say something. Hello? Oh, I can only imagine how upset and angry you are with me right now. Please, give me some response so I know I'm right. Hey, don't try to run from me. I know you're upset that your wedding got canceled, but cheer up, it'll be okay. How about I take you out for a beer as an apology? I'll try not to spill it on you. You really are persistent, aren't you? How many times are you gonna text me about this? Finally, I get a response from you. So, what were you up to yesterday? Were you so angry that you stayed home all day? I bet you did. You can't have a wedding without a wedding dress. We had our wedding yesterday. Everything was fine. Yeah, right. Stop lying to me. I don't care if you believe me or not. If you think I'm lying, just continue to think that. Bye. Wait. If you really had your wedding, how'd you do it? You have to be lying. You're just a sore loser. I won, you lost. Live with it. I'm so glad you're stupid. You really are. Do you want to know what dress you really ruined? Dress I really ruined? If you don't want to know, then I won't tell you. And if that's the case, then we're done here. Hey, hold on. Tell me, what color was that dress you ruined? Do you remember? It was a light yellow, wasn't it? The dress you ruined was the one Cassidy was going to change into after the wedding, for the reception. It wasn't the dress she was using for the ceremony. What? She had a second dress? Wait, that's not possible. Who would have two wedding dresses? And besides, when I was dating her, she always told me that when she got married, she didn't want a white dress. She told me she always dreamed of a very light yellow dress. Yeah, I know. But when she was picking out dresses, she decided to go with a more traditional white color. The dress she got married in was really long. She said she didn't want to go to the reception in it. That's why she chose a shorter dress for the reception, so she could enjoy dancing and moving around more easily. And that way, she could still have the light yellow color dress she always dreamed of. The only problem was, since you ruined her dress for the reception, she had to wear her wedding dress there, instead of canceling the wedding like you thought. All you did was make it so Cassidy didn't dance as much as she would have liked to at the reception. Our wedding was great, and all our pictures turned out really awesome. Oh, look at you, acting so smug all of a sudden. Oh, my whole plan was ruined. You were the one planning on screwing us, but it looks like you really only screwed yourself. Oh, shut up. I thought for sure with this plan I was going to be able to get Cassidy back. Can't believe this. Get her back? Yeah, pretty much got a good job now. Pretty much? American X-Fast. You heard of it, right? It's only the largest company in the city and best paying. I'm gonna be making lots of money. I can make Cassidy really happy now. Do you understand? I'm gonna be rich soon. And if I'm rich, Cassidy won't be able to complain about a thing. I got connections. That's how I landed this job. Heck, my connections have connections. And you've got nothing. Things are finally starting to go my way. Cassidy will be able to see that I can do anything. And soon I'll be able to have any girl I want. And I want her. You wouldn't know anything about what I'm saying right now, would you? Are you saying you want to make Cassidy happy? Huh? Of course that's what I'm saying. She can't live without me. She's nothing without me. I think your fantasy and reality are getting mixed up. You want everything to work out the way you want it to. But that's not what love is. It can't be one-sided. You can't make her love you just because you found a better job. And ruining her dress for the reception? You think that will make her like you more? If you really loved Cassidy, you'd care about how she feels and what she wants. But I know that's not something you're capable of. You just want her to be yours. You think of her more as a possession than as a person. Shut up! You don't know what you're talking about. Do you not get it? Cassidy is gonna marry me. She was just with you to hold herself over till she could have me. I came up with the perfect plan to get her back. You're just pissed that it's gonna work. That's why you're trying to cut it down. Is that so? Well, that's too bad for you, 'cause she married me and not you. I'll never let you get away with this. I told you, I'm coming to get her back. The only one coming to get anyone is the police. Cassidy would never report me to the police. I know she wouldn't. She loves me. You think so? Then who put that restraining order on you? But anyway, you're kinda right. Cassidy didn't report you to the police. But that's because the place where we had our wedding already did. I don't have to say any more, do I? You know what I mean, right? What are you trying to say? If there was a problem with the dress, take it up with whoever you bought the dress from. And if something happened to the dress at the wedding location, that's their responsibility, not mine. It's their fault for hiring someone like me in the first place. Sucks to be them. It is the wedding location's fault, I agree. They agree too. But do you think they're not going to hold their employees responsible for their own actions? It was clearly done on purpose. It's property damage. And do you know how much a wedding dress costs? Property damage over $1,000 isn't a misdemeanor either. It's a felony. You should know a popular place like that for weddings has security cameras. They have video footage of you purposely doing it. When the cops arrest you and you get charged, I wonder what's gonna happen next, huh? Are you still gonna get that awesome job when you have a criminal record? Wait, what? And now that you've admitted to doing it, there's no way you can talk your way out of this now. There's no way the biggest company in town is going to hire a person like you. You commit felonies, even at work. You don't know what you're talking about. They're never gonna catch me. They've got the video of you doing it, and this chat history is also gonna be used as proof. I think you should quit trying to fool yourself now and turn yourself in. Or maybe I'll just get a copy of the video footage and show all this stuff to American X-Fast myself. When I show them the video of you committing a felony, I'll be sure to let them know that a woman had to put a restraining order on you before, too. Huh? You think that company's gonna let you walk in and have a meeting with them? No. I don't need to schedule a meeting with them or anything like that. I can go in and talk to them anytime I want. I work for them. After the wedding, we had the police come down and check the security camera footage. The cameras were quite high quality, and they clearly showed Blair purposely ruining the dress. There was no denying it, so the police went and arrested him. I went to the HR department at work and told them all about Blair, the person they had planned on hiring. I even showed them a copy of the restraining order my wife has on him. After seeing all the evidence, the HR department immediately took back their unofficial offer of employment. When the police arrested Blair, he was charged with willful and malicious destruction of property between $1,000 and $20,000. which is considered a felony and could carry a sentence of up to 5 years in prison. I don't know exactly what he ended up getting, but I know this incident caused him to lose his job offer, his part-time job, and it gave him a serious criminal record. Just to make sure we never had to deal with him again, I put in a request at work to be transferred to another branch, which was granted. Now that I've left the head office and I'm working for another branch in another city quite far away, I never have to worry about running into Blair around town. Because of the transfer, we had to move too. Between the incident with Blair, the transfer, and the move, Cassidy and I were quite busy after the wedding. We had to put off our honeymoon until we got everything straightened out. But now that things have slowed down and are getting back to normal, we've planned an even better honeymoon. We figured we'd do something even more extravagant than we had planned before. After all, now we aren't just celebrating our wedding, we need to relieve all the stress this whole ordeal caused us. At least, that's what we're telling ourselves to justify the cost of this trip.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please press the like button. See you next time!
It's too early. What are you doing up and about, Ellie?
Oh, did I wake you? The twins are going on their school trip today, aren't they? They've been asking me for weeks now to make them character lunchboxes, so I got up early to make them for them.
Wow, how did you make that? He's even got whiskers.
Do you think they'll like them? They were quite difficult to do, but I think they've turned out pretty well. They don't go on trips very often, so I've got to make an effort when they do. Do you think it looks like him?
Yes, you've done really well. It can't have been easy, especially since you were up so early making them. Molly and Oliver are going to be so excited when they wake up.
Why don't you come over here and eat this before you get in the shower? I made yours too while I was making the character lunchboxes for the kids.
Thank you. You've made 6 lunchboxes? Who are they all for?
Oh, they're for the twins' friends. Their moms all work, so they don't have time for things like this. They were thinking about getting a sandwich or something for them on the way to school, so I said I'd make them some too at the same time as the twins. You know that I always make too much food anyway. I basically used what I had left over to do it.
Why on earth did you say you do that? They should have done it themselves. Why do you have to buy the ingredients and get up at stupid o'clock to make lunchboxes for other people's children?
It's good to help each other in times like this. I quite enjoyed making them, actually. And it makes me feel good to think how happy the kids are going to be later when they see them.
Well, I guess if you like doing it, there's nothing else I can say. They do taste really good.
Right? You're such a fussy eater. If even you say they're good, I think they're going to be a huge success. Why did you send me that much money? I was so surprised when I checked my bank account. No, the ingredients didn't cost anywhere near that much. It took quite a while, yeah, but you can't really help that when you're cooking. I'm really pleased that they liked them. Really? Well, I think it'll take quite a long time, but it should be fine. If I get things all ready beforehand, I'm pretty sure I could do it. You know that I don't have a car, so you'll have to come here to pick the lunchboxes up when I've finished. Would that be okay? Sure. I'll try and get everything ready. No, it's fine. Okay. Bye.
Who were you on the phone to just then?
One of Molly's friends, Mom. You know I've been making character lunchboxes for people recently, don't you? Well, apparently they have all been really impressed. They just gave me the money for the ingredients for the ones I've made recently, and they gave me a tip as well. It was a lot more than I'd expected, so I got them, that's all. This is a really good way of making some spending money, you know? All I have to do is get up early and get moving a bit. At this rate, I should be able to pay for the twin sports. This lady knows a lot of other moms, so I keep getting requests from a lot of different people. She asked me if I could make 10 lunchboxes for them next week. I said that it should be fine.
You sound really excited. Do you like doing it that much? You should be looking after the children better or getting some sleep at that time. Don't make things more difficult for yourself like this for no reason.
I really enjoy doing it. It doesn't feel like work to me. I've been watching different videos about how to do different characters and have learned ways to make the colors better by mixing different ingredients and things like that as well. It makes me want to experiment to make my lunchboxes even better. This mom and some of the other moms that I've made lunchboxes for even asked me if I had any plans to open my own store. They said that they think it'd do really well if I did. Them saying something like that to me made me feel really good and proud of myself, you know. After I quit work when I was pregnant and gave birth to the twins, I felt like I was just spending all my time looking after them and that I'd lost my sparkle, as it were. But since I started making lunchboxes for people, I feel a lot better about myself again. Like I'm worth something and I'm not just a mom. I feel like me again.
You must have had a lot of time off work to feel like that. Especially getting excited over a few lunchboxes.
I told him that I'm enjoying making them and that I'm making money too, and that's his reaction? I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest. He hasn't cared what I liked or didn't like for some time now, has he? There's no point in being upset about it. It won't change anything anyway.
Is this it? Why is it so small?
With a deposit and rent as cheap as that, what did you expect? It to be a palace or something? This is perfect for me at the moment. I don't need anything bigger. I'm not running a restaurant, am I? All I need is enough space to make lunchboxes. That's all.
Do you really have to open a lunchbox store?
People I don't know have started making group orders as well now. I have to have a separate space to be able to do it. There's a limit to what I can make in our kitchen at home, isn't there? I'm making more and more money as well.
That's because you have orders coming in at this moment, isn't it? That's why you can say things like that. Wait a few months. Your store will be dead and you'll still have to shell out for rent and stuff. I agree that you have talent and that your food tastes really good, but most people who have been housewives for over 10 years are the same. I'm just worried that you've gone a bit overboard when it was just your friend giving you some orders to help you out a bit. That's all.
I have been thinking carefully about this and tested it out for a few months now. I think I have enough interest to do this. That's why I've got a contract on a small place like this instead of a huge place as well. The store is small, but I'm going to do everything that I can to make it a success.
You think that as long as you try hard, your business will be fine, don't you? That's not how it works, unfortunately. The people I see every day when I go to work at the bank are naive people just like you. People who have opened shops or started businesses because they thought that they'd make a lot of money and that if they work hard, everything would be fine. Then end up needing a loan to pay off their debts when it doesn't work out the way they planned.
Why are you saying things like that to me? You'd be happy if my business failed, is that it? You know I've made quite a bit of spending money for the last few months, don't you?
It's not that I don't want you to do well. I just don't see why you have to open a shop like this and give yourself a hard time. You might think I'm being conservative for thinking like that, but that's just what I think. I think that the woman working in the home and the man working outside is still the best for everyone. You were doing such a good job looking after the kids and supporting me all this time. I really don't understand why you have suddenly decided that you want to open a lunchbox store. How much can you seriously make selling lunchboxes? I make quite a lot of money at work. The four of us can live fairly comfortably on just that, can't we?
I understand what you're saying. You hated the fact that I worked even before we had the twins. That's why for the last 8 years I've stayed at home after marrying you and having the kids. But I want to make some money doing what I want as well. Even if I don't make very much, I want to make some of my own money and not have to rely on you all the time for every little thing. That's all.
You really do have a carefree attitude. You can only say things like that because you've lived so comfortably up until now. Can't you just live as the kid's mom and my wife?
That's not all of who I am. I want to be me as well. I am a person as well, you know. I want to get at least some of the person I was before I married you back. I'm really grateful to you for looking after us financially for all this time, but I want to do something for me as well now. Opening this lunchbox store is a big challenge to me, and my aim is to make it a success.
As you're so adamant that this is what you want to do, I can't really stop you. But make sure you don't make yourself sick or even think about leaving the twins' care to me, okay? What are you staring at like that? Let's go and have a smoke. Mike, you know that they said they were going to reduce the amount of staff working at our bank, don't you? They're accepting applications for voluntary redundancy. The special severance pay seems a lot less than what it was last year, though. Oh, really? What would you do if you quit your job, though? It seems like a big risk, losing your job at an age when you should be at your prime working and all. In our line of work, it seems to be harder to get a new job, especially as your position gets higher and higher. You get a lump sum if you quit, though, don't you? Even though it is less than it was last year, our company gives more than most others do. It adds up to tens of months' salary, you know. Are you thinking about applying? Yes, I think I am. We get really pressured to do well, and the idiots we have to meet sometimes make me question if this is really what I want to be doing with my life. I was thinking of taking the special severance redundancy payment and starting again with something new. I quite like to start my own business and be my own boss, you know? That's true. Seeing my wife and her new business makes me wonder if I'm in the right job as well, if I'm honest. I'm here working my fingers to the bone, and she seems to be making money really easily. She even makes more than I do some months. Oh yeah, I heard about your wife's business. Is it still going well? I heard that she's made it big with that. Yeah, seems to be. She was doing it alone in the beginning, but now that she's getting so many orders in, she hired a few people to help out. I don't really see how a lunchbox shop can do so well. I really don't get what the big deal is, if I'm honest. I never imagined that she'd make such a success of it, you know? You're so lucky. Your wife making lots of money as well. Lucky? I hate it. The family balance is all messed up. Before, I was the only person making any money, so I could boast to her about it and boss her around a bit. But now she sometimes makes even more money than I do, so I can't say anything. At times like that, I wonder if I should just try to start my own business as well. Really? Shall we try to start a business? We could start an investment company together. What? Suddenly like this? Where are we going to get the startup fund from? We could use our special redundancy payment, of course. We should have plenty there. In our positions, we should be able to get a maximum of $400,000. Things like this make me glad that we work for a foreign company, you know? I have a friend that works in a different bank, and his is much less than this. $400,000, you say? I'm getting so stressed from the work here recently as well. If you're going to get stressed from work anyway, doesn't it make sense to be working for your own company? I've been talking to my wife about it, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be taking the special redundancy payment and leaving this company. Why don't you try speaking seriously with your wife about it too? See what she thinks about it. You have twins that you need to support too, so you'd better think about that as well. Anyway, have a think about it. Talk to your wife about it, and if you decide that you really do want to start your own business, let's talk about it over a drink sometime. Great. That sounds like a good idea.
Tom!
What?
Why aren't you at work yet? What are you doing? If you want to get the bus on time, you need to leave now, don't you? Have you overslept?
No, I'm going to sleep some more.
What's wrong with you? You're supposed to leave now. It's past 7.
I'm not going to work.
What are you talking about? You aren't going to work? Have you got the day off or something?
I'm not going to work because I don't have a job anymore. I quit.
You what?
Hey, I'm trying to sleep. Why did you hit me like that?
You're awake now, right? Tell me what's going on. You weren't just talking in your sleep, were you? You've quit your job? You've left?
Yeah. They were trying to reduce the amount of staff in the company, so they offered a good redundancy package for each level. So I applied for it with one of my coworkers. The redundancy package was really good, so quite a lot of people quit, you know.
Have you lost your mind? Do you think it's fine for you to just suddenly decide to quit your job on your own like that without a word to me?
Of course. I'm the one working there, so I'm the one who can decide whether to quit or not. The company is going downhill, so it's better to get out with a good redundancy package now than to wait and leave with next to nothing, isn't it? Even if I work there until I retire, I'll probably get less then than I have now.
Don't you think you should have at least talked to me about it before you just suddenly quit your job? Don't I deserve that at least? You have never said a word to me about leaving your company. Then I found out because you won't get out of bed? Do you think that's fair? You didn't just suddenly quit because your coworkers said that they were going to, did you? You always just blindly copy other people.
What? When have I ever done that? No, actually, I decided to leave because of the redundancy package.
How much did you get?
Why do I have to tell you that?
What? Are you trying to start a fight or something now?
Has there been a single time in the 12 years that I've worked for this company that I haven't put all of my salary into our joint account? Please don't make me do the same with my redundancy package. I already have a use for it, you see.
How are you planning to use it then?
I'm planning to start my own business.
Your own business? What kind of business are you planning on starting?
I'm going to go and have a look at a little office with my coworker, and we're going to open a private investment company together.
Oh.
Don't look at me like I'm pathetic like that. You've succeeded in your business, haven't you? Why can't I have the chance to do the same? I might do even better than you seem to have. You never know. Get ready to congratulate me and tell me that quitting my company was the best decision I ever made, okay?
Why would I congratulate you? I want to strangle you! How can you be so irresponsible and just do whatever you want like this? You should have at least discussed it with me before suddenly quitting work, don't you think?
I only didn't tell you because I knew you'd react like this. You would have just told me to stick at it, no matter how hard it was. You would have said that the kids were still young. Why would you leave a perfectly good job?
Don't you realize why I'm angry? I'm not mad at you for quitting your job and wanting to start your own company, you know. I'm mad at you because you just suddenly quit without even mentioning it to me at all, and saying that you are going to start your own business with your redundancy package, but refusing to tell me how much that package is worth. If you had thought properly about this business and how it was going to work, and spoken to me about it instead of just blindly following what your coworker was planning to do, I'd have supported you.
Huh. How much did you think before you started selling lunchboxes? It's not exactly rocket science what you're doing, is it? You're only doing the same. I told you not to start your lunchbox business, but you're doing it anyway, aren't you?
Stop being sarcastic.
It's ridiculous though, isn't it? It's not like you can keep me in check because you think that I might even do better than you or something. All I did was quit my job, like I have a right to do. I don't see why you're making such a fuss about it. I really don't.
If you were my boyfriend instead of my husband, and we didn't have the twins to think about, yes, you could have just done what you wanted. But we're married and we're parents. You haven't even told me once that you were having a hard time at work, or that you wanted to quit or anything. Not once. Then you just decide not to get up one day. So I wake you, afraid that you'd overslept and you'd be late for work, and you just suddenly tell me that you're not going? That you've quit and you're going to start your own business? How do you expect me to be understanding when you just bring it all on me like that? How can I possibly not be angry?
I don't need your permission or for you to even understand what I'm doing. I just wanted to start the next chapter of my life, that's all. I knew that if I told you what I was planning, you would just cause a fuss and delay things. So I decided for myself what I was going to do and just did it. Simple as that.
I'm really disgusted that you didn't even tell me on the weekend. You waited for me to find out when you didn't go to work on Monday morning. You fail to understand why you acting like this has made me sad and angry, and just keep saying the same things over and over again, just like a parrot. I can't believe you. I really can't.
I was going to make you a nice dinner and get some wine in for when you finish work today, and tell you properly then. I only keep telling you the same thing over and over again because that's all I have to say to you. I just wanted to sort out what I wanted to do on my own for once, without anyone else's opinions. I would be grateful if you could understand that for me. I've already quit now anyway. It's done.
I don't expect much from you, you know. When I talk with you, I feel like I'm losing the plot.
Well, that's probably because you are. You don't have to worry anyway. I'll sort it all out by myself. I'll try really hard to make sure that you aren't affected by any of this in any way. I decided not to tell you how much they gave me because I'm confident that I can give you several times that in the future, okay? I'm really experienced in the financial circle after all, aren't I? You believe in me, don't you?
I don't know what more I can say.
Ellie, are you busy?
Oh, hi, Mom. How have you been? No, I'm not that busy right now. I've just finished packaging the lunch boxes and I'm waiting for the customers to come and pick them up. Is anything the matter?
I'm moving house next week, you know.
Oh, you're moving? Where are you moving to?
Where would an old woman who lives in the country possibly move to? I'm staying in the same neighborhood, of course. I'm just moving to a newer, cleaner place than where I am at the moment.
Oh, really? Did you plan to move? I've not heard anything about you moving before, you see.
I've always wanted to move, haven't I? My house is really old and cramped, so it's always so uncomfortable for you, Tom, and the twins when you come to stay, isn't it? I thought that if I lived in a cleaner, better house, then my grandchildren would be able to visit me more often and stay for longer. Don't you agree?
Yes, that's true. It'd be much easier to stay with you if your house was a little bigger. It always seems to be a bit of a squeeze, what with the kids getting older now and all.
Anyway, I was going to call you when I'd already moved in, but I thought you might have been upset that I hadn't told you before. That's why I called you. Moving house is really chaotic and stressful, so don't go coming over on the day that I move trying to help or anything, will you? You're all working anyway, aren't you? You must all be really busy with your own jobs and looking after the twins as well. It was really expensive to hire the proper cleaners to clean the new place before I move in, so I've just hired one person to help for now. I think I'll be fine with one person helping me.
I think she wants me to say that I'll go and help her. Never mind. If you feel that way, Mom, we'll come and visit you when you're all unpacked and settled. Let us know when it's okay for us to come over, okay? If that's what's comfortable for you, of course.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure that even if we came to help on your moving day, we'd only get in the way. The last thing you want when you're in the middle of moving house is me turning up and complicating things, isn't it? You're a better cook than me anyway, and cleaning needs the personal touch, which I'm sure you could do better, seeing as you're the one that's going to be living there.
That's not, someone young like you two would be a lot better than an old woman like me, surely. I heard that Tom had quit his job, too. You can all come down and help together.
Okay. Tom isn't working at all at the moment, so I'll send him down first. You can make him do all the hard jobs, and I'll come down later with the kids when I've finished work and they've finished their sports.
Okay. I guess I'd better hire some more cleaners to help then, hadn't I? I was planning to make Ellie help me, but she says she has to work and will send Tom. He won't be much help now, will he? They're both great at getting out of these things, aren't they?
Mom, your new place is really nice. It looks like it's a new build. It is, right? I thought you were just moving to somewhere newer and cleaner than where you were living before. I didn't realize you were moving to a brand new housing complex like this.
I should be able to live out my last years somewhere nice like this, shouldn't I? How much longer could I have stayed in that place? It was pretty much falling down. I should have moved a lot earlier, you know. It's quite late to be moving at my age.
Did you win the lottery or something? How did you get the money for somewhere like this? Even though it's still in the countryside, this place is pretty big and it's a new build. It must have cost a fair bit. Congratulations on your new place anyway.
What do you mean win the lottery? What on earth are you talking about? Where I got the money for my new house is no concern of yours. Thank you for congratulating me, though.
If you need any new appliances or anything, let me know. Maybe a robot vacuum, a tumble dryer, or a fridge? Choose whatever you want. You've moved to a really nice new place. I want to get you a present.
Oh, so you can't get me all three of the things you mentioned then?
Excuse me?
Well, I just thought I'd try my luck as you're earning so much money recently. That's all. It's a joke. Mom's even making stupid jokes like that now she's living in a nice place like this. Do you like it here that much? Of course I do. Every time I pass this house on my way to church, I used to wonder who lived in a beautiful place like this. I always felt a bit jealous of the owner and thought that they must be really lucky. How was I to know that one day I was going to be that owner? See, you never know what life will bring you, do you? Look at Ellie. She was just staying home and looking after the kids. Now she's the successful owner of a lunchbox store, and I've left the bank that I've worked at for so long, and I'm looking to start a new business of my own too. You just wait and see. You may be getting spending money from your son from next year. I'll just be pleased that you've made a go of it. Even Ellie managed to start a successful business. Why on earth would someone like you not be able to? You'll probably do even better than she is doing, you know. Our family have always been tradespeople, right back from the olden days. It's in your blood.
She could have just said that she hoped it goes well and left it at that. Why do they always have to bring my business into things and compare it to a dream my husband has that he hasn't even really properly thought out yet? They really can't stand to see that I've done well, can they?
Oh, I'm getting a bit drunk. I can't believe I get to live in a beautiful, spacious house like this by myself. I can't work out whether it's a dream or not. I'm so happy I could dance. Wow, Mom, I haven't seen you this drunk for ages. Do you really feel that happy? Of course! Haven't you seen my new house? I'm just going to focus on how well our Tom does in his new business now. You must have felt so suffocated all that time with your wife looking down on you like that. Ellie, it's wrong to look down on your husband, no matter how well you're doing and how much money you're making. Understood? Even if Tom isn't bringing home any money at the moment, you should still look after him like he deserves. If a man gets disheartened, the whole household collapses, you know. If you don't look after him, you'll become poor and desolate.
Oh, I guess he told you that I told him to get his own dinner, since I'm busy working at the moment and he isn't doing anything.
Oh, Mom just happened to call me at that exact time and ask what I was doing. That's why I told her. I wasn't telling tales on you or anything like that. Mom asked me what I was doing because of the noise I was making getting dinner. What was I supposed to say that I was doing?
Do you think that I don't know about you relaying every tiny detail of our lives to your mom? I can't believe what a mommy's boy you are. You still go running to mommy telling her what your nasty wife did to you. You've been at home all day while I've been at work. The least you could do is help by getting dinner when I get home late, isn't it? You're even fussy over your food like a small child. The twins eat a lot better than you, and you're the one that's supposed to be the adult setting an example to them. I thought you were going to start a business that is bigger and better than mine. How are you going to do that when you kick up such a fuss about making your own dinner when you've been watching TV all day? You've been lounging around at home for months now. What's happened to this business you and your friend even rented an office for?
You really are something, you. Why are you comparing me to our kids? You're saying that even they are better than me. Is that it? Is anyone there? I wonder if they're asleep. Hello? Karen? Oh, Jeff! What are you doing here at this time? I saw a strange car outside your house and wondered who it belonged to. That's all. I get so curious about things like that, you know. I saw the lights were still on, so I thought I'd come and say hi. Is this the son that works for a bank in the city? Yes, it is. He doesn't work at a bank anymore, though. He's starting an investment company or something like that. I don't really understand what it is that he's planning on doing, if I'm honest. Well, it's nice to meet you all. Were you all having a drink to congratulate your mom on her move? You seem a bit more flushed than you did when we met earlier. Mom, who is this man? Oh, I'm Jeff, and I live just across the road over there. I go to church with your mom, you know. Since your mom said that she was moving to my neighborhood, we've been getting on so well and having a great time together. That's right. Would you care for a drink too, Jeff? The whiskey is amazing. I've been saving it for a special occasion, you see. That sounds great. Let's have a drink together and get to know each other properly. Mom, are you by any chance having a fling with that man? Why is he just calling you by your first name however he pleases? A fling? What's that? You can't get remarried. I won't let you. You can see that we're uncomfortable with him being here. Why did you offer him a drink? Oh, they're even whispering to each other. You must have a great relationship with your boy, Karen. It must be hard to be married to him when he's still that close to his mom. My son was like that with my wife, too, before she died, of course. He really loved his mom, he did.
It's fine.
Anyway, you two must need a lot of money yourselves raising two kids like you are, especially twins. How did you have the cash to buy your old mother a house like this? How could you have even considered it? You must have an awful lot of money. You know how expensive bringing up kids these days is, don't you? Even if the man wanted to help his mother out like that, his wife would usually refuse anyway. Men are so under the thumb these days, but I guess it must be a bit different in your marriage, mustn't it?
Excuse me? What did you just say? Buy his mom a house? Who did?
What do you mean? Your husband, of course. Who did you think I was talking about? Nowadays, with the economy the way it is, you're lucky if your children give you spending money even. But to buy you a house, not everyone would do something like that, no matter how much they love their parents. Mom, did you tell that man that I bought you this house? Why would you tell him something like that? I might have. Mom, I told you to tell everyone that you bought it yourself, didn't I? I told you to keep quiet about it in case a relative or someone you knew told Ellie that I bought it. I told you to be careful because she didn't know that I bought you it, didn't I? How have we got found out on the actual day of your move? I really can't believe this.
I wasn't going to tell anyone, but I had no choice. Everyone knows I don't have much money. How are they supposed to believe that I bought a house? A spacious new build at that. Everyone kept asking me where I found the money to buy a place like this, so I had to tell them the truth. What else could I have possibly said? Oh, so you're saying that Tom was the person who bought this house for you, are you? And that you didn't use a dime of your own money for it? That's right. Where on earth did you think I got the money to buy a house like this from? I have a hard enough time just making enough to live on most of the time. And Tom, where did you find the money to buy your mom a house?
Well, the thing is...
You didn't use your redundancy package, did you?
Yes, I did.
Tom! How could you?
I think I better get going. I didn't know that he'd spent all that money without even telling his wife, did I? How could I have possibly known that? See you again soon, Karen. I can't believe that man. He drops a bombshell like this and then runs away home.
Have you lost your mind? How could you possibly use that money to buy your mom a house? How do you think you have the right to not tell me about anything and just do exactly what you want the whole time? You have a family. We have kids. You didn't tell me you were quitting your job. You didn't tell me how much money you got given for quitting. And now you just spend that money however you want? I told you when you quit that you should talk to me about big things like this. But you've gone and done exactly the same again. This might actually be worse even.
Ellie, just calm down a minute. This is all part of my plan.
Calm down? Do you think I can just calm down right now? You quit your job at a great company when you should be in your prime. You should have somehow used the redundancy package so that we could have a good retirement. But instead, you buy a house in the countryside with it? How could you do that? I just don't understand what you were thinking. I really don't. You said that you wanted to use it to start the next chapter in your life. That you were going to start a business with that money and do even better than I am with mine. How is this part of your plan? To be honest, it doesn't even look as if you have a plan at all. You come into a bit of money and you're just spending it without a thought.
You better watch your mouth. How dare you talk to your husband like that? How pathetic must I have looked to him for my son to buy me a house, hey? You live in an expensive apartment in the city, don't you? You probably haven't even considered how I've been living all this time.
I've never in my whole life lived in a nice, clean house like this, let alone an apartment. This was my dream for as long as I could remember. My son made my dream come true by buying me this house, and all you can do is have a go at him. Tom has earned that redundancy package by working his fingers to the bone at that company for the last 12 years. It's his money, not yours. I think you're being unreasonable, even as his wife. I thought you made more money than him anyway. What difference does it make to you what he does with his money? Always looking down on him and making him feel bad, you are. You're looking down your nose at both of us, aren't you? I'm not looking down on either of you. Mom, this man, Tom, he isn't just your precious son anymore. He's also my husband and Molly and Oliver's father. He is the head of our family, something that you are always going on about being so important. Our family relies on him, and he has to take responsibility for us. He spent all of the money that should have been used to help bring up his kids without even speaking to me, his wife, about it, I must add, however he felt like it. Of course I know how bad your house was and how much of a hard life you've had until now. How could I not? I know because you, and Dad before he passed away, told me everything. But you can't just buy someone a house because you feel sorry for them. You have to be realistic. That money wasn't there to be used in that way.
I think you'd have been annoyed no matter what I spent that money on, wouldn't you? It's not like I asked you to help me buy Mom a house with your money, is it? I bought it with my money. I don't understand why you're making such a big fuss about it. I got it for Mom because I felt sorry for her. She's lived in that dingy old house in the countryside, working the land her whole life. She's never even been on a proper vacation. She's just worked and worked. I felt sorry for her, so I bought her a nice new house with my own money. She told me that her life's dream was to live in a nice house, so I did the dutiful thing as her son and bought one for her. You just said that you've seen and heard about how she's lived, didn't you? Well, it was actually a lot worse before I met you. The situation got a bit better just before we met. When I was young, and even when I went to college, my mom worked in the fields all day, every day. Your parents, on the other hand, live in the city, so have had quite comfortable lives, haven't they? Have they ever worked all day long in the fields under the burning sunlight? Have they ever had to scoop water away from the house after a bout of heavy rain to stop the floodwater from getting in? They just went to work in a nice, comfortable office, which is warm in the winter and cool in the summer. How can you, being brought up by people like that, possibly understand how my mom has lived her whole life?
Oh, so you think you're going to get out of this and justify you buying your mom this house by undermining everything your mom has done in her life?
What do you mean? That's not what I was doing.
You've just denied your mom everything that she's accomplished in her life, single-handedly. You made it seem like her whole life was miserable and she never had an ounce of happiness. You described it as if she was tired and in pain all the time. What about the example that you gave just before? Okay, it's true that my parents have never lived in the countryside, so you could think that that meant that they have had relatively easier lives. They both worked in their respective companies until retirement age, though. That's nearly 40 years of hard work each. From what you said about my parents living happy and comfortable lives, working in their companies, I guess the same applies to you. You had worked in that bank since you graduated college, hadn't you? So you were happy and comfortable all the time working there, were you?
What on earth are you talking about? I don't understand what it is that you're trying to say.
You said that my mom and dad must have had such an easy life because they live in the city. The same goes for yourself, surely. Haven't you been working in a bank where it's warm in the winter and cool in the summer? That must have been such an easy, comfortable job for you. You didn't have to work hard outside like your mom did you?
What do you mean, easy and comfortable? Do you know how much stress you... Oh.
See? You realized how ridiculous you were being as you were saying it. You really need to learn to think before you speak. You can't just say anything that comes into your head, you know. My parents worked hard their whole lives and had their own difficulties and problems as well. Do you really think there is anyone who has lived their whole lives without a tiny bit of pain or hardship? They also have many happy times, in the same way as I sometimes think that I'm living my best life, but other times I also get stressed and come across problems that I need to overcome. That's just the way life goes. You have to learn to take the rough with the smooth, you see. You've just looked down on your mom and her job as an excuse for you buying her a house.
I didn't mean...
Tell me exactly how much you got in your redundancy package, how much you plan to use to start up your business, and how much this house cost you. Now.
Ellie,
Tell me. Don't try to change the subject.
I got $400,000 and Mom's house cost $320,000. I got a really good deal on the house, though. The asking price was a lot higher than that, but being in the countryside, the accessibility isn't great, so they took a lot less in the end. When they get the road made through the mountain properly, the house value will soar.
Well, if they're even planning to make a road there, you mean? Why didn't you think about there always being a reason for cheaper house prices? This house was cheap because it wouldn't sell. You've been coming to this neighborhood your whole life. Didn't you even think about why the house was so cheap? Not even for one moment? Even though it's a really nice house with a garden, no one wants to live here. It's going to be worth absolutely nothing in time. If you really had to buy your mom a house, you should have at least got one that would have been a good investment. There's nothing here. Not even a store. Who's going to buy a house in a place like this?
You don't need to worry about that. I'm going to live here until there's nothing left of this house, so you don't need to even think about selling it. Why is it important whether the house I'm going to live in until I die is a good investment or not? I plan on living a very long time yet.
Mom, you can only say something like that because you didn't put any of your own money into this house. Tom has been messing around at home and watching TV all day for months now, saying that he is preparing to start his new business. He quit his great job and is just lazing around, relying on the money he got when he resigned. The money that he has, in fact, just spent buying you this place. What am I supposed to do?
You make loads of money! What do you have to worry about? You aren't going to starve, are you? You should still have plenty to pay for the twin stuff as well. Tom probably just wants to rest after working so hard for so many years. After all, you stayed at home and messed around for years, didn't you? Why are you being so hard on Tom for wanting to rest for a while?
I messed around at home? If I really did what you apparently think I did, I wouldn't be so angry now, would I? When did taking care of twins become messing around at home? I bet you were so happy messing around at home with your 3 kids, weren't you, Mom?
Stop mumbling! I can't understand a word you're saying. Speak up! Ellie, we're going to start work in our office soon now. We're going to get some investors, you see. It's a Mexican battery company, but recently electric cars have got really popular, haven't they? We've been in contact with the company that makes those batteries. If we invest well and the company does okay, then I can make 2 or 3 times my redundancy package back, you see. Anyway, would you be able to lend me some money to invest, please? As a startup fund for my business? It would just be for a short time. Or you could invest in the company instead of me if you like that idea better.
I knew that this would happen. I thought you planned to use the money you got from the bank to start this company. What happened to all that money then? Oh, yes. You bought your mom a house with it, which is also apparently in your plan. Well, how haven't you got enough of it left to do what you were supposed to do in the first place then? Your so-called plan has failed already, hasn't it? You are only messing around like this because you know that I'm making money anyway. How can I trust a company that hasn't even really started up properly yet with my money? As you said before, your redundancy package was your hard-earned cash, so I hope you can use it to start your company like you planned. You should have thought about where you'd get your startup money from before you bought your mom the house, shouldn't you? I'm not going to have anything to do with it.
What do you mean? You're not going to help me?
I need to carefully consider whether or not I should stay married to you at all. To be honest, what with you quitting your job without a word and after what has happened today, I'm not sure that you even consider me as family anyway. You decided to do everything by yourself without even mentioning it to me, didn't you? You could have at least said that you had these ideas. What did I think of them, or something like that? I had no idea that you'd even thought about quitting your job until you didn't get up to go to work. How could you do something like that? No matter how much I didn't want to, I've always ran important decisions and problems by you. But you just do whatever you want without thinking about me or our kids, if I'm honest. In the end, the only family you have left will be your mom.
What? That's not true. How can my only family be my mom? I have you, Molly, and Oliver too, don't I? Ellie! Ellie, where are you going? Just leave her. There's no point going after her. She'll come back when she's calmed down a bit. Power really has gone to her head, hasn't it? She's treating us like we're her employees. How dare she just say what she wants to like that? Does she think that we'll forget this? She's acting like a small child. Is there really any reason for her to run away like that in the middle of the night just because you bought your mom a house? I thought you said that she'd come back when she calmed down. She says she wants a divorce. What? She wants to divorce you? Yes. She called me yesterday saying that she doesn't think she can do this anymore. She says she'll send me the documents and that she wants a divorce. What am I going to do now? I really can't believe her! She was all over you when you had a good job at the bank. Now she is making enough money to live by herself. She suddenly wants a divorce. I don't think that's the reason. It was thanks to her saving that we were able to buy a house and a car like we did. We started our married life in a rented place belonging to her parents, didn't we? What's the point in taking her side now? So you're going to get divorced. What about the twins? She's insistent that that is what she wants to do, so how can I stop her? She'll have to look after the kids, won't she? How am I going to look after them? Well, you'll have to send her child maintenance then, won't you? The child maintenance isn't the problem here. What is then? I need money to invest in the business that I started with my old coworker. How much do you need? You said something about a Mexican company before, didn't you? That's right. My coworker went to Mexico to have a look at the factory, and he thinks that the company is going to do really well. If we just invest properly, we could make a fortune. Are you sure about this? Of course. I've worked in a bank for years, haven't I? I know about this kind of thing. Anyway, Mom, can you take out a loan on this house for me, please? What? I've only just bought it and you want me to take a loan out on it already? Oh, I don't know, do I? How else am I going to get the money? Can you sell the house again and give me my money back then? Are you going to go back to living in that horrible old place again? Well, are you? Never. I've only just moved in here. It's my dream house. How can I go back to that awful place after living here? I couldn't bear it. It would be so embarrassing, too, after telling everyone that I've bought a new house. Exactly. Take out the loan for me, then. I told you, I'm going to make a fortune from investing in that company. I'll only be borrowing the money for a little while. I'll pay you back, with interest. I've never taken out a loan before, you know. My heart is racing just thinking about it. It's nothing. Loans just become a part of your assets as well. I'll help you. Very well, then. I don't think I have much choice, do I? Thanks, Mom. You're the best. You really are. Good morning. Oh. Hey, what's wrong? Has something happened? Did your date last night not go very well or something? There are millions of girls in the world, aren't there? Do you think I'd be acting like this over one girl? What are we going to do? We've really screwed up. What are you talking about? It isn't a problem with work, is it? Stop grinning at me like that. This is serious. You're so annoying sometimes. What is it? What is it that you're so engrossed in? Hey! It's the battery company that we invested in, you see. It's finished. They've shut down operations. They aren't allowed to run the factory anymore. Ever. What? How could that have happened? How have they gone bust without even starting mass production? What about our investment? There seems to have been a few big issues with Mexican batteries, so they changed the laws a bit. Not only that, but there are so many startup companies in the electric car industry that the competition is really fierce. Even if they take a small hit, there's a rush of bankruptcies within the industry, you see. It's not only in this industry that startups go bust now, is it? Calling a startup a unicorn company doesn't necessarily mean it's a unicorn, does it? We should have factored in the risks more.
We got too carried away at the thought of making a fortune that we just rushed headfirst into investing without researching or thinking properly about what could possibly go wrong and what the risks were. What were we thinking? Seriously. Why did we go in so heavy?
The company just seemed to be doing so well then. I don't understand how such a huge factory can just go under like this. What are we going to do now?
The system there is very different from what it is here, so there's not really more that I can say. You put a lot of money into this too, didn't you?
My money isn't really the problem here. What about all of our investors? I promised them their money back even if the company went bust, you see.
You did what? Why would you promise them something like that? Have you lost your mind?
I only did it because my friends kept saying that they didn't have any money to spare. Even though I said that it'd make them a lot of money, they still kept saying that the risk was too big and they couldn't do it.
You're such a moron! Who does something like that? You have to work in the same way as we did at the bank. How could you be so reckless? I really can't believe you did that. Okay, first we need to get rid of our company and clear out this office.
What? Why would we do that? What about our company?
We've thrown away all of our fortune in the first investment. Who in their right mind would trust our company and invest with us now? Let's go our separate ways for now, then maybe try again a bit later. I've just lost half of everything I own. I'm not thinking straight right now.
Hey, I've got nothing left. After buying Mom a house and this and that, I really don't have anything left at all.
No matter how much you whine at me, it won't get your money back. I didn't tell you to buy your mom a house, did I? Why are you going nuts at me when you were the one that wanted to buy your mom a house?
Who's going nuts here?
You jerk! Come on then! You want to fight now, do you? Think you're the big man, do you? Let's have at it!
Tom! That's my Tom, isn't it? Who are all those people surrounding him like that? What's happening? Hey, I'm so much worse off than you guys. I'm just as mad about all of this as any of you are. Probably even more mad if I'm honest. I already felt rubbish after divorcing not long ago. Now I've lost my investment and my company has gone bust as well. My co-owner says he wants nothing more to do with this company and has deserted me and said that he is getting ready to work somewhere else. So we had a huge fight. Who do you think is worse off now, hey? No, I'm not saying that I'm not going to give you your money back. Who said that? I'll pay you all back, no matter what, so just let me go, will you? Tom? Oh, this is all I need. How on earth did Mom find out? The police called me, didn't they? Tom, you jerk! What on earth do you think you're doing fighting at your age? Hey? You never fought when you were a child. Why have you decided to start now that you're a fully grown man? Who are all these people anyway? Are they your friends? Well, they're my friends, co-workers, acquaintances. Okay. Why do they have hold of you by the collar, then? What else has happened, eh? What have you done now? I've ruined everything. What do you mean? You were always so proud of me, saying how well I'd done and how well I was doing. Well, now I'm nothing but a penniless beggar. The factory that we invested in Mexico went bust, and it looks like I have gone under with it. I have so much debt that I have no idea how I'm going to repay it all. What about the loan that I gave you? All the money my friends invested in my company is gone. How can you possibly think that the money you lent me to start the business could be left? You useless, no-good jerk! You said you were going to do whatever it took to pay me back! You promised that you were going to pay me back with interest! I never said I wasn't going to pay you back. I will. I promise I'll pay you back if it's the last thing I do. Can't you start by paying at least a bit back for me with your money? I'll do the best that I can to get it to you. You useless moron! You make me take out my first loan, and now you're making me pay it back myself! I bought you the house, didn't I? If you don't pay it back, you'll just have to lose it, won't you? What? What do you mean, lose it? I can't lose my house! Where would I live? That house has been the cause of all of this. First Ellie left me because I bought you that house, and now I have no money left because of it, too. It's ruined everything. Are you saying that all of this is my fault now? Well, you can't honestly say that it isn't, can you? No. All of this is your fault. Everything. You haven't managed to accomplish anything in your life. It's no one else's fault but your own. You made it look like my life was worth nothing to justify buying me that house to Ellie. Now you say all the things that you have done wrong are my fault as well. You think this is how a son should act? Get lost. I don't want to see you again. Mom, how can you say something like that to your son? Why do you think I'm like this, eh? I'm like this because this is the way you brought me up. I'm just like you. You moron! Right. I'm going to fix your nasty, idiotic behavior once and for all. You've never been hit by me before, have you? Well, maybe I'd better start now then. Knock you to your senses. Officer! Officer! My mom's going to hit me! It's still bad even though I'm an adult too now, isn't it?
I'd never really been caught up in malicious gossip before. The huge rumors surrounding the business with my husband made things really very difficult for me. I don't know if it was because I lived a fairly stable life without many dramas or anything, but one thing that my husband said made me really sad and hurt me a lot. People around me say that my husband was jealous of me and felt inferior to me. A buildup of that kind of victim mentality was what led to his strange behavior right before our divorce. I think that I made a very good choice in divorcing him sooner rather than later. I hoped that he'd get himself together and change for the sake of the twins, as their father. But when I heard that he had fallen flat on his face with that investment failure, I felt a mixture of love and hate rather than anything else. My ex-husband has yet to try to contact me, and even if he does, I don't think that I will answer it. But I decided to write this story in the hope that I could get that man out of my head and my heart forever. Thank you for listening to my story. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.
Newspaper delivery? Really, Elle? What on earth are you doing a stupid thing like that for? I've noticed you keep disappearing first thing in the morning, and I was wondering what the hell you were doing. Of all things, why newspaper delivery?
Well, I need money. I'm really broke right now.
What do you mean you're broke? How is that possible? What on earth did you spend the money on?
Well, I didn't spend it on anything in particular.
If you didn't spend it on anything, then where's the money? You should still have it, right? What did you spend it on? I promise I won't get mad if you tell me honestly, so just say it already.
But you're already mad.
Fine, well, I won't get any angrier than I already am, so just explain yourself. Get on with it. What did you spend the money on? I mean, I'm giving you $200 a month for our living expenses. How much more could you possibly need? You probably spent it partying and shopping, didn't you? Stop living so excessively. I'm not made of money, you know.
Do you really think that two people can live on $200 a month in this country? We've had to get by using my personal savings this entire time. And if not for that, we wouldn't have been able to survive.
Oh, please, don't be so dramatic, Elle. $100 for each person is more than enough. And don't forget, I'm paying all of our rent out of my own salary. This is a huge financial strain on me, you know?
The rent is $900 a month, right? And then on top of that, you give me $100 per person for our living expenses. But as for the rest of the money, you have a complete monopoly over it.
Well, yeah, duh, it's my money that I make off of the sweat of my own brow. How can you call that a monopoly? Of course I'm the one who has control over it. You've got a problem using the money I earn for my own needs?
Well, that's exactly why I'm doing my newspaper delivery job. You understand, right? I can't live on the amount of money you give me every month, so let me start earning for myself.
You must be joking. If someone sees you riding your bike around delivering newspapers, what are people gonna think? Everyone will say that I'm a no-good, useless husband who forces his wife to work because I'm not a proper breadwinner. Use your head for once in your life.
No one is gonna think that. This isn't the 1950s, you know. Double-income couples are the new norm these days.
You just stay at home and do whatever I tell you to do. Got it? Everyone in my family is also worried too. They reckon you're just an idiot who doesn't know how to make a budget. So before you complain about how much I'm giving you, learn how to handle money properly.
Look, I don't really mind what your family says, that's their business. But putting that aside for a minute, I want to talk about the real issue here. It isn't a question of me not knowing how to handle money. The amount I get each month is just impossible for anyone to get by on.
Don't try and lecture me. I take the time to consider how much you need very carefully each month, so just shut up. You have enough, alright? You remember that old reality show where the contestants survived for a month on $100? Just watch that and copy what they do or something. It's easy to figure out, really. I shouldn't have to tell you what to do. Figure it out yourself.
Wait, so your careful consideration is based off of an old reality TV show? You've got to be kidding. Well, if that's what you've decided, then it is what it is, I guess. For now, I have $100 a month for living expenses. Fine, but what about spending money?
Huh? What are you on about?
I don't have a single cent to use for myself, you know? I am a young woman, right? I want to go out to cafes and see my friends and stuff, but I need money to do that. And living on $100 a month means I can't go shopping or buy makeup or anything. Half my clothes are like rags at the moment, you know?
So what? You have a husband now, so it's not like you need to worry about attracting people anymore. Who cares? You're trying to get attention from other men or something? Whoa, are you trying to cheat on me?
Yeah, right. Even if I wanted to have an affair, I don't even have the money to go on one date. What do you think? Can you afford to give me some pocket money so I can get out and meet a real man?
Don't even joke about that. Are you trying to emasculate me or what? If you don't shut up right now, I'm never forgiving you. You hear? I'll kick you out of the house.
But I can't survive on this amount of money. $100 a month is just ridiculous no matter how you look at it. You say you're not going to give me anything more to live on, but I'm also not allowed to get a job and earn my own money. Then what am I supposed to do?
I told you already, figure out how to budget. It's not my fault you don't know anything about handling money. So make sure you cook on a budget. Keep it cheap, okay? But it still has to be healthy, and I won't eat it if it doesn't taste good, got it?
You think on $200 a month I can cook cheap, delicious, healthy food for two people in this country? You're out of your mind. I'm sorry, but you need to look at this realistically.
Yeah, right. Like an unemployed layabout from a dirt poor family like you would know anything about realty.
Oh, come on. Do you really have to say it like that? That's over the line. And if you want to bring upbringing into it, someone like you who was born into a wealthy family and never had to budget before ought to be less informed about money, right? Look at it logically. I'm the one who's had to struggle all my life. I'm the one who got used to living frugally from a young age. The only one who's out of touch with reality is you.
How dare you speak to me like that? Who do you think you are? You think a destitute gutter rat like you has any right to lecture me? You think you're better than me or something? You wouldn't be able to survive if I didn't earn money for this family, idiot.
So that's the attitude you've chosen, is it? Fine then, whatever you say. Sorry a gutter rat like me try to give their opinion about things. In that case, I'll just have to do what I can to get by with $200 a month. But I don't want to hear any lip about what food I end up cooking, okay?
I don't want to hear any more lip from you, period. Now just shut up and get on with it already.
Hey, Elle, is now a good time? How did everything go? What did my brother say to you? Is he gonna increase your budget?
No, it sure doesn't look like it. He wouldn't even listen to a thing I said about it. Well, I can't say I was caught off guard exactly. These days, he doesn't listen to much I say about anything, but especially when it comes to money.
Oh, I see. That sucks. I'm really sorry about him. You don't deserve to be treated like this.
No, don't worry about me. I'm just glad that you understand where I'm coming from with this. To be honest, I thought his family were all completely on his side this whole time. Whenever Jeff brings you guys up, he says you all think that I'm a bad wife who doesn't know how to handle money.
Well, as a matter of fact, Jeff said that you've been sick recently and going in and out of the hospital, so I got worried and decided to reach out to you. I'm sure you can imagine how shocked I am about all of this.
I was shocked too. I had no idea he was receiving money from his parents for my treatment. And to think he's been hiding it from me this entire time. Looks like he's just been using the money just to play around every month. And on top of everything, he lied about me being sick. So stupid. He should know that he'd get found out immediately if any of you tried to contact me.
Jeff has always treated you so poorly. He looks down on you and gives you a hard time because it makes him feel better about himself. And he thinks we're the same as him? That's why he thinks he can get away with telling a stupid lie like that. But honestly, now that Mom and Dad know the truth, they're beyond furious. They're even talking about disowning him and stuff like that. That's how bad it is.
Oh, I see. Wow. I have to admit, with the way things are, I've pretty much made up my mind on getting a divorce. I don't want to deal with it anymore. Thank you so much, Edward. Now I know that you and your parents are all actually on my side. I feel so much better. I'm really glad you took the time to get in contact with me.
Don't worry about it. If anything, I should be apologizing for not messaging you sooner. I feel like we might even be the ones responsible for his crazy ideas about money. Mom and Dad are reflecting on it too, saying they must have made a mistake with him.
Oh well. I suppose growing up with that amount of money, it's no wonder he's got a bit of a warped sense when it comes to finances. When it really comes down to it, I don't think the real problem is the money. It's his attitude. The root of the problem is that he's an arrogant jerk that doesn't listen to other people.
Well, you're definitely not wrong there. Man, I'm realizing more and more that I should have contacted you sooner. You've had it really rough, haven't you? I'm sorry. Jeff said no one should try to talk to you because it would just cause you more stress, so I've been holding back this whole time.
Right. And since Jeff's been telling me that you guys all thought I was a terrible person and that you said I was unworthy of him, so I didn't think I could say anything to you. This whole situation is because of his self-centered and dishonest behavior. But I'll make sure to expose him for this.
Yeah, that sounds great, honestly. If there's anything we can do to cooperate with it, don't hesitate to let us know. We're on your side, Elle.
Thanks, Edward. I feel so much better already. But are you really sure about this? He might be a jerk, but he's still your brother.
No, I'm sure. He's been a bully since we were kids, really. Even when I was a baby, he used to steal my favorite toys and then claim they were his and not let me have them back, just so he could brag to people about how many toys he had compared to me. That's the kind of person Jeff is. I've known it all my life.
Wow. Sounds like you've had it pretty rough too then. I didn't know.
Yeah, that's why I don't feel any guilt about whatever happens to him next. He probably has it coming. Do whatever you want to him. I support you. Don't hold back.
Okay, got it. Just leave it to me then. I'll ruin him for sure. He'll be destitute when I'm done with him.
I'm looking forward to it. Hey, what the hell is going on with dinner? How am I supposed to eat this cheap, nasty food? Have you lost your mind or what?
Well, I thought it was fine. And anyway, with the budget I'm on, this is all I can manage unless you want to go hungry at the end of the month.
The hell if I care. Make something edible, damn it. I can't believe you'd try serve me such filth at the end of a long day. Aren't I your husband? Didn't I tell you that I wanted lobster?
You think I can afford to buy lobster on this budget? Are you crazy?
Huh? What are you trying to say? You think I'm not earning enough? You're trying to call me some kind of cheapskate?
Well, come on! You really think it's realistic to eat lobster on a $200 a month budget? You're out of your mind, Jeff. What's with your sense of money? Have you even looked at the price of seafood recently? We live in Kansas, for crying out loud.
Shut up, don't you dare speak to me like that. I'm earning money for us, aren't I?
Barely. What do you even make, $2,000 a month? Then half goes to rent and utilities, a paltry $200 for food, and God knows what you do with the rest.
You have no business complaining. $2,000 is a lot better than nothing. You should be thanking me that we still have a roof over our heads.
Well, you know what would help us to earn more so you can get closer to eating that lobster? If you let me do my newspaper delivery job. I could earn more doing that than you can being a freelancer who only works a few days a week.
There you go again, talking back to me. Are you trying to humiliate me even more than you already have?
I'm not trying to humiliate you. You say that every single time, but I'm just telling the truth. And just so you know, I know the truth about your money. About how your parents are sending you pocket money every month. I know everything.
What? How did you find out about that?
And I know you lied to the rest of the family about me being sick and told them not to contact me. You sure have it great, don't you? Using everything but the bare minimum for our living expenses only on yourself, plus a little extra from your parents. You're scum!
What the hell? Who told you about this?
Edward did. He was worried about me, so he contacted me even though you told him not to.
That idiot. What does he think he's doing? He never listens to me.
So what did you do with the money? Be honest.
I went drinking with my boss and my colleagues. It's part of the company culture. When we finish up for the day, we all go out for a few drinks. It's tradition, so I can't say no, okay?
Tell me concretely, what exactly did you spend the money on?
Oh, you know, I had to spend it on networking and stuff. You know how it is. Cigars, whiskey, things like that.
You mean dive bars and strip clubs?
We often discuss the future of our company over some entertainment. It's part of the job. You wouldn't understand.
That's not a part of the job. That's just a bunch of part-timers having fun after a shift.
Well, fine. Think of it however you want. But I needed to spend the money. You wouldn't understand even if I explained, but men need to have these kinds of connections in life. And whenever there are new guys at work, I treat them to drinks. You know how it is.
At least wait until you become the manager or something before doing that kind of thing. You're just showing off. Don't you think it's embarrassing?
Huh? What would you know about it? Don't you mock me. No matter what, I'm still earning $2,000 more than you every month. You have no right to complain.
Whatever, Jeff. Anyway, I've decided I can't deal with your crazy sense of money anymore, so I'm divorcing you.
Wait, what?
I've already talked to everyone in your family and they agree that I should leave you. Maybe if you'd reflected more on what I'd said and allowed me to have a decent amount of money each month, or at the very least let me get a job so I could have my own income, it wouldn't have come to this. But I guess it's too late now, since it seems you're determined not to change your ways.
No way, you can't divorce me. Are you crazy? And what do you mean, my family thinks you should leave me?
Yeah, they found out about how you lied about me being sick. They were quite furious about it, I heard. They're even bringing up the possibility of disowning you.
What? They can't do that. If they disown me, then where does that leave me? Why would they go that far?
Isn't it obvious? You lied about me having health problems so they would send you money for my medical expenses. Then you used almost all of that money for yourself and only gave me a measly $200 a month to get by on. Of course they want to disown you, hearing a story like that. You understand what you did was a terrible thing, right?
No, see, I had my reasons. You can punish me however you want, but you can't let them disown me. If they disown me, I could lose my job, and then I'd be on the streets.
Yeah, I guess so. After all, your parents got you your current job.
You wouldn't let that happen to your own husband, would you? You're a good person.
Well, it's out of my hands at this point. How about you try talking to them yourself?
You gotta be kidding. Hey man, no matter how many times you try calling, Mom and Dad aren't gonna answer the phone. They're absolutely furious at you. You might want to leave them alone to cool their heads. Don't talk to me like that. I'm your older brother. Show some respect, damn it. If anything, this is all your fault for talking to Elle even after I told you not to. You should apologize to me. Is that right? A word of advice. Mom and Dad can see this conversation, so you might want to chill out a bit. What do you think they'll say if they see you lashing out at me? No, don't get me wrong. I know I did a bad thing. I just lost my temper for a bit there, but I promise I'm reflecting on my actions. Oh, are you? I am. Trust me, I realize that what I did was wrong. I'm a changed man now. I'm full of guilt and shame about the trouble I've caused you guys. Great, that's an admirable attitude to take when you're in the wrong. Mom and Dad are impressed too. See, I told you I'm a changed man. Cool, in that case, you'll be fine with returning the money you scammed from Mom and Dad. Yeah? Huh? Returning it? I mean, now that you're a changed man and all, you'll want to atone for your sins or something like that, right?
Well, the best way to make up for what you did is to give back all the money you swindled. It makes sense, right? I'm sure you understand where I'm coming from since you reflected on your actions.
No, hold on a minute. I mean, I really have changed my ways, for sure, but I can't return the money.
And why not?
Well, I mean, I don't have the money on me anymore. You can't return what you don't have, right?
I see, that makes sense. In that case, you can increase your amount of shifts at work and slowly pay back the money over time.
Wait a minute, but what about my expenses? I still need money for rent, food, gas, and so on, you know?
I see. And remind me, who was it that completely disregarded Elle's living expenses in the first place? If you really expect us to believe that you've mended your ways, then work hard and pay back the money you received.
That's impossible. You don't understand. I'm in debt, you see, so I can't return the money.
Wait, really? This is the first time I'm hearing about a debt.
Well, I don't know if you can call it a debt, really. I just have a few friends I borrowed money off of, you know? So I need to pay them back first. Stuff like that.
Tell me about it in detail. If you're honest about it, maybe we can consider what to do about the money from there.
Oh, you know, I have a tab at the local bar, and I borrowed some money to go to a casino and a strip club.
You know what? I wish I didn't ask. Forget it, man. I don't want to hear anymore. I'm disappointed in you. You'll have to return all the money you owe to the bar, your friends, and our parents. Not to mention alimony to Elle once the divorce is finalized.
Hold on a minute. You can't be serious. Do you have any idea how broke I am right now? I'll never be able to pay all that. What if I starve to death trying to pay you guys back? Come on, man. What about my living expenses? How am I gonna get by?
What's the problem? You said it yourself, didn't you? As long as you have $100 a month, you should be fine.
After that, Jeff, who'd been utterly rejected by Edward, found his options exhausted and was disowned by his family after failing to repay the money they'd given him. I also divorced him, of course, and all of the abuse and neglect that he inflicted on me during our marriage were reflected in the alimony. As it turned out, he'd amassed a debt of $10,000 between all the people he owed money to and his bar tab. Nowadays, he's living in a rundown apartment by himself and paying back the money slowly but surely. It seems he finally understands just how difficult it is to survive on $100 a month. After separating from Jeff, I started looking for work, and now I work at a major company. After everything that happened, I'm enjoying life as a single woman. While I don't have a high salary, I can't describe how great it is having spending money all to myself each month. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, hit the like button below and subscribe for more content.
Hey, hun. Where are you right now? It's been a while since you left. Did you stop by 7-Eleven or something?
Why would I go there?
Remember we had plans to hit up the movie theater today? If we don't leave soon, we won't make it. The movie's going to start in a few hours.
Oh, right. That. You expect me to be in the mood to watch a movie? That's the last thing on my mind right now.
Okay. Sorry, but I have no clue what you're talking about. Did something happen?
Why the hell would I want to go to the movie theater with you? If you want to go so badly, why don't you go alone? There's no way in hell I'm coming back home.
What are you talking about? Are you not coming home? Where'd you go? Wait, oh my god. Rick! Not this again. Did you leave? Again?
What do you mean, again? I can do whatever I want. I'm your husband. I can leave whenever I want to.
But why now? It's the weekend. We promised that we'd spend some time together. I was looking forward to this. I booked a ticket for us last week.
For Christ's sake, shut up, Chloe. This isn't about your stupid weekend plans. Going to the movie theater with you is the last thing I want to do right now. You're the reason I'm feeling like crap right now, to begin with.
I'm the reason? Jesus, Rick. Are we doing this again? What are you saying I did this time?
Wow. I can't believe that tone. You really have no clue? You disrespected me. You made me feel like nothing. You're my wife, Chloe. You should know better than to treat your husband like this.
Jesus, Rick, what are you talking about? When did I disrespect you?
You're a housewife, living off of my money. Who the hell do you think you are acting like this? You seriously don't remember? Whose money bought those movie tickets? Huh? My money, Chloe. My money.
Wait, just relax for a second. I want to understand you, but not when you're acting like this. I genuinely have no idea what you're upset about. I don't remember doing anything to you that would make you want to leave the house like this. And I would never do anything to disrespect you. I care about you. If something happened, it was not intentional.
Oh God, save me. I can't believe I have to explain this to you. And stop acting all holier than thou. You forgot to make the frickin' iced tea.
Excuse me? The iced tea?
Iced tea. My iced tea. Ring a bell. You know I have to drink iced tea every morning with my breakfast. You should know that as my wife. That's the least you could do.
Oh my God. From this morning? This is what you're upset about? Look, I guess I understand that you might be upset that I forgot, but... Are you seriously telling me you're leaving me because you're pissed off that I didn't make your morning iced tea? Are you being serious right now?
And are you being serious right now? Why can't you understand why I'm mad? You literally have no clue what you did, do you?
No, I genuinely don't. You're not making any sense right now. I think you're being a little melodramatic right now, babe.
Don't try to gaslight me. You messed with your husband's daily routine. I have every right to be pissed off with you. It's your responsibility as a housewife to make sure that doesn't happen. Don't you get how problematic that is?
God, Rick, I'm not trying to gaslight you. I'm just saying this is something we should discuss in person. How does forgetting to make iced tea make me problematic?
It makes you problematic because when I reminded you to make the iced tea this morning, you talked back at me. You told me I should leave the bottle out if you want me to make it for you.
I wasn't talking back at you. I was just asking you to do your part. I wanted to tell you not to put back the bottle if it's practically empty. I know that you have zero interest in making the iced tea yourself, so I wanted you to leave the bottle out on the counter when it's empty. It's the least you can do. I do so much around the house already.
Oh, shut up, Chloe. Don't make this about you. It's your job to check on stuff like that. If the tea's running low, you should know when to refill it. You can't even do something as simple as that, can you?
Do you not hear how insane you sound right now?
Wow. I'm shocked. I thought you'd be apologetic, but I thought wrong. Can't you even apologize to your husband?
Does this situation actually warrant an apology, though? I feel like you're making a big deal out of this. I'll remember next time, okay?
Of course it does. Do whatever you want, though. I'm not coming home until you apologize to me. When you're ready to say sorry to me, you can message me.
Rick, come on. Just calm down. Let's talk this through like adults. We don't have to do this.
I left the divorce papers by the door. They're signed on my end. If you don't want to apologize to me, you can go ahead and sign the papers and hand them in at the district office yourself. I'm not interested in dealing with you or your attitude anymore.
Divorce papers? Again? How many times are you going to threaten me with divorce? Every single time. Rick, this is getting out of hand. Every single time we get into a fight, you storm out of the house, get all worked up, and shove those papers in my face.
Shut up, Chloe. I'll print as many divorce papers as I want to. If you didn't piss me off so much, I wouldn't have to ask for a divorce each time. Don't get upset at me for something you caused. You better come up with a good apology while I'm gone. If not, you'll never see me again.
Chloe, this is Jocelyn. I hear you've managed to upset my son again. He just showed up at our house. I hope you're happy with yourself, running your husband out of his house on a Sunday morning. Oh God, I knew it. I'm sorry he's bothering you again. We got into another argument and he stormed out of the house this morning. Seriously, Chloe, you've got to get a handle on yourself. I shouldn't have to involve myself in you and Rick's marital affairs. Imagine how shocked I was to hear the doorbell ringing so early in the morning. I'm sorry, Jocelyn. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I'm honestly as surprised as you are. Could you please do me a favor? Just so that you don't have to deal with something like this again. Could you maybe ignore Rick the next time he comes over like this?
You want me to ignore my son?
I don't necessarily mean ignore. It's just that every time we fight, he packs his bags and runs off to you. He doesn't give me a chance to have a serious conversation with him. We just end up having the same fight over and over again. And I'm beginning to think that part of the problem is that he thinks he can run away to you the moment he gets upset about something.
So you want me to keep him out of his own house?
Yeah. I know this is a lot to ask, but it would mean a lot if you would consider helping me.
Why on earth would I help you do something so cruel to my son? I was wondering what this favor was going to be about. But there was no way I could have predicted it would be something so vindictive. Do you understand what you're asking me to do? You want me not to help my son? Chloe, honestly, I'm disappointed. How could you do this to your own husband?
But Jocelyn, with all due respect, I didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, really? I heard everything from Rick. I hear you forgot to make his favorite iced tea.
I didn't forget to make his iced tea. In fact, he never told me to make anything. How could I have known he wanted me to do something if he didn't bother mentioning it? I'm not a mind reader.
Oh, wow. This is just wonderful, isn't it? Why can't you just admit that you were in the wrong? That's your duty as a wife.
I'm sorry, but that's ridiculous. I'm not going to apologize for something like this.
I didn't think you were the type of person that can't accept their wrongdoings. I thought you were better than that. I honestly don't know why Rick chose someone like you.
Wrongdoing? Are you serious? Since when does not making iced tea qualify as wrongdoing?
This is entirely, and most definitely, your fault. This situation could have been avoided if you remembered your duty as a housewife. It's your job to make sure your husband is comfortable in his home. Your forgetfulness and negligence are what created this mess.
Not you too. I can't believe this is happening. I didn't do anything wrong. This is outrageous.
Rick says he'll come home if you apologize to him. So just say sorry and settle this mess, won't you? He's being generous here by being open to coming back to you.
Why do I have to apologize for something so minor?
Well, it looks like you're not sorry at all for what you did. If that's the case, we might need you to go down on all fours and beg for forgiveness.
I understand you're Rick's mother, but that's incredibly rude and uncalled for.
Oh no, this is perfect. I want you to come to my house,
get down on your knees and beg my son for forgiveness. I want to see you do it with my own eyes. I won't be able to move past this without seeing you apologize to my son. You want me to beg for forgiveness over iced tea? That's absurd. You're just trying to humiliate me. All you want is to see me embarrass myself. How dare you speak to your mother-in-law like that? I'm trying to help you make amends with my son. You should be grateful that I'm even making time to talk to you. I'm being a kind mother-in-law. You should be ashamed of yourself. What about any of this is kind? You're literally trying to humiliate me. You're literally asking me to get down on my knees in front of you and your son. This is just a power trip for you and Rick. I can't believe you think it's okay to say any of this to me. And the same goes for you. I can't believe I even have to have this conversation with you. Being rude to my son is one thing, but for you to speak to me like that as well. I didn't want to do this, but I guess this calls for an ultimatum. An ultimatum? What are you talking about? My husband has been looking at this conversation, and he wants to have a word with you as well. He said he'll teach you what a good wife looks like. Oh my goodness. I think that's enough, Jocelyn. I don't need to or want to take any part in this intervention. Oh no. This is precisely what you need. A woman like you needs an intervention from a real man. I don't care if you come to me in tears. This is all your fault. I'm honestly impressed. This is a whole new side of you. Still not ready to apologize? I can't believe how stubborn you are. Oh, look who's talking. You left over a frickin' bottle of iced tea. For a whole week. You're the stubborn one, not me. What about any of that is stubborn? I have every right to be upset. I'm doing this to teach you how to be a better wife. Oh, really? Is that so? Humiliating me like this is teaching me how to be a good wife? That's new. Chloe. How long do you plan on putting on a tough face? Aren't you embarrassed? Or maybe that's why you won't apologize. You know you're wrong. You're ashamed that you can't even apologize to your husband. But are you sure you want to keep this up? Don't come crying to me when I leave you for good. I think you should stop talking before things get out of hand. Why can't you be a little more feminine? Maybe more submissive? You won't get too far in life with that sort of attitude. I might have to go out and find a new wife to take your place. A new wife? Are you being serious right now? But that would suck for you, wouldn't it? You've been a housewife all these years, so if I were to leave you, you'd have nothing. Excuse me? Oh, come on. We both know I'm telling the truth. You can live the life you're living because I, your husband, am taking care of you. Without me, you're nothing. Once I leave you, you're just an unemployed piece of trash. You're unbelievable. But I know you won't want to end up like that. So apologize to me. Now! I'm not the one that's going to suffer from this divorce. If you apologize to me now, I'll come back to you. And where exactly do you plan on coming back to? Huh? You've been ranting about coming back for the last few minutes. Where do you plan on coming back to? Oh, are you planning on moving back into your sweet mommy's belly? If that's the case, please, be my guest. What kind of stupid joke is that? I'm being serious. There's nowhere for you to come back to. What do you mean? What are you talking about all of a sudden? I already signed the divorce papers and had them processed. And I packed everything and moved out of the house already. So there's nowhere for you to come back to. no house, no wife, nothing.
What the hell? What are you saying? You signed the divorce papers already?
Yep.
And you got rid of the house?
Uh-huh. That's correct. I ended the lease a few days ago. Oh, and I put your stuff in a temporary storage spot near our place. But it's only for a month, so you'll probably want to pick up your stuff at some point this month.
Are you freaking kidding me right now? This is a joke, right? 'Cause if it is, you got me. Very funny.
We're already divorced, so I couldn't care less about who you marry next. We're done, Rick. I wish you the best of luck. See ya.
See ya? No, you can't just say see ya. What did you do? Tell me what you did, Chloe.
I already explained it to you. I signed the divorce papers you left for me. I had it processed. I ended our lease. And I moved into a new apartment.
What do you mean you submitted the divorce papers? Do you mean the ones I left at our place last week? Are you telling me you actually submitted that?
Yeah, I did exactly what you told me to do. You said if I can't apologize, I should divorce you, right? I'll admit, I was a little embarrassed when I took it to the district office, though. The desk person said, "Oh, you're his wife. Looks like you made the two of us famous."
I don't get it. Stop joking around.
Because of you, Rick. Because you go to the office every single frickin' month to get divorce papers. Apparently, everyone at the office was wondering when I'd actually come in with the papers. They were all waiting for this day to come.
What the hell?
Oh, and don't even think about telling me to undo the divorce. The paperwork was processed ages ago, and there's no turning back at this point.
No! Why did you do that? This can't be happening.
Anyways, toodles. Hope you have a long, lovely, happy life with your family.
Now, hold on a minute, Chloe. Who do you think you are? How dare you divorce Rick without his consent? I've never heard of something so selfish.
There's nothing selfish about this. Rick was the one that asked for the divorce to begin with. I simply obeyed his orders.
Excuse me.
He said I should sign the papers and finalize the divorce if I won't apologize. So that's what I did.
Stop acting smart with me. Why can't you just apologize? This situation was clearly your fault. You were the one who couldn't listen to her husband. You're the one that upset him in the first place. This is your mess to clean up.
I did nothing wrong. It's his fault for overreacting over a bottle of iced tea. He's the stupid one for serving me with signed divorce papers over something so petty.
How dare you call my son stupid?
But he is stupid. Like, really stupid.
Chloe, stop this. This is completely unacceptable. Do you not understand how rude and selfish you're being right now? You're so hard-headed. It's unbelievable. I have never heard of a wife that would divorce her husband without any prior discussion. This is unacceptable. If you thought you could get away with this, you're wrong. I will not let you go forward with this.
Oh, but I didn't go alone, though.
Then who did you go with?
I didn't tell Rick about this, but I didn't submit the divorce papers on my own. I went with your husband.
What are you talking about? You went with Dan? Why would he go with you?
Yeah, I went with your husband, aka Rick's dad. He handed it in together. It would have been hard if I had to do it alone, but I felt reassured having your husband around.
What? What are you saying? What do you mean? I don't understand. Why would he go with you? What are you talking about?
Oh no, he didn't accompany me. He was filing his divorce papers. So we just decided to go together. I am so confused. That makes no sense. Yeah, we went together to hand in our divorce papers. I finalized my divorce with Rick. And I guess your husband finalized his divorce with you. Why would he do that? It looks like your divorce was processed too. Congratulations! You're finally free. There's nothing to congratulate here. Why would Dan file for a divorce? That makes no sense. It's impossible. He wouldn't leave me. I'm sorry to break this to you, but it's definitely possible. How? Why? What are you trying to say? Why would he want to leave me? We don't fight like the two of you do. It sounded like he was so tired of you that he couldn't even be bothered to get into an argument. You're lying. That's not true. Do you remember how your husband came to visit me last week? And he came over to discuss marriage and what being a good wife entails? I thought he was going to scream at me about Rick, but I was completely wrong. We actually ended up talking about how to leave our respective marriages. That can't be. You're lying. Tell me the truth. Your husband was so kind and helpful. He explained to me that a couple should respect one another, and that if that foundation is falling apart, it's best to end the relationship sooner rather than later. Oh my God. This can't be happening. And then he told me he's been thinking of leaving you for some time too. So he decided to file for divorce as well. He figured it would be best if the two of us went together. You know? Why would he want to divorce me, though? I don't understand. He told me everything. All the things you did to him over the years. You really messed him up. He told me you've been saying stuff like, maybe I'll file a divorce like Rick if I don't get my way. And you told him, maybe I'll go look for a new husband. It sounds like you were influenced by Rick a little, huh? But that was a joke! I didn't mean it seriously. He seemed really hurt. He loved you, but you took advantage of him. And he was fed up with how much you coddle Rick. From what I understand, he's been exhausted by the marriage for some time now. But it was just a joke! Can't he man up and take a simple joke? I just was copying Rick a little because he's always talking about divorce. It wasn't anything serious. You might have meant it as a joke, but those words clearly hurt your husband. This is what you get for treating someone so carelessly. This can't be happening. He wouldn't leave me over something so small. I also thought the same thing. Rick wants to leave me over something as minor as iced tea? Where's Dan? Do you know where he is? I haven't seen him since early this morning. I think he moved out to his new place. He told me he found a nice bachelor pad in town. A bachelor pad? He moved out? Anyway, I wish you and your son a happy life. You two are perfect for each other. Your husband and I will move on and live our separate lives. I want nothing to do with you or Rick. Don't contact me ever again. Wait, please, Chloe! How can I get Dan to forgive me? Why would I tell you anything? I genuinely meant it all as a joke. Of course I didn't mean any of it seriously. Can you tell me where Dan is? I need to apologize to him. He needs to know I was joking. Was he really upset? Do you think he'd forgive me if I apologized? I have no clue. And I don't care. If you're so desperate, why don't you get down on your knees and beg him? How dare you suggest that? Don't you remember what you told me last week? If a wife disrespects her husband, she should get down on her knees and apologize. Isn't that what you told me? Chloe! Chloe! Please don't leave me hanging like this. I need your help to get my husband back. I'm going to go now. I have things to do. And by the way, I don't know your ex-husband's new address. So good luck with that.
Those divorce papers don't mean anything. I got a new marriage certificate for us. Let's get remarried. You and me. What do you think?
Oh my god. What the hell are you talking about now?
We got divorced, but we can fix that. Let's get married again. I'm not mad about you finalizing the divorce without my permission. So, let's get back together, all right? I'm willing to take you back if you're willing to change.
Why would I ever want to get back together with you?
Oh, come on. Don't be so cold-hearted. I know you still love me.
That's funny. Do you seriously think I still love you?
It's only been a couple of days since you signed the divorce papers. We've been married for 10 years. We had some good times, right? That doesn't go away so easily. Right? You still love me, don't you?
You don't get to bring that up. You lost that right a very long time ago. I don't have any love left for you. Those 10 years don't mean anything to me. All I have left is resentment. You're pathetic. And I hate you.
Why are you being like this? How could you throw away our marriage so easily? After everything we went through?
You deserve every bit of what I'm about to say to you. I endured your irrational, childish anger for years. And each time you got pissed off, you'd threaten me with divorce and force me to apologize. Do you have any idea how hard it was for me?
Oh, come on. You're making a big deal out of nothing. We can make this work. What do you say?
When your dad came over to talk to me, he saved me from this hell I've been living. He helped me realize that I deserve better and gave me the courage to leave you. I don't want you in my life. In fact, I don't need you anymore.
Don't say that. Chloe, please. I'm begging you. Don't do this to me.
You can't even make iced tea for yourself. Do you not see how pathetic you are? If you can't even do something so basic for yourself, why don't you just spend the rest of your life drinking stale tap water? Rick still lives with his mother in their family home. But apparently his mother doesn't do the house chores as well as I did. And now that Jocelyn has to live on Rick's measly income, the two are stressed beyond repair and are constantly at each other's throats. They keep telling each other that they'll cut ties with the other, but they both know that they can't survive on their own. So it's all talk. Their constant bickering is the talk of the town. On the other hand, Dan is enjoying the single life to the fullest. He was kind enough to find me a full-time job, so everything's going well for me. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe to see more.